Do you think we are in a position where hockey can pay their own players?
The way the status of the sport is right now is fully amateur. And the back goes back to the guys who run the sport. And I always say this, I've been a marketer for a long time, and I realize the power of packaging. So before clubs take over to manage their finances, the sport should be marketed like it brings value, because it doesn't add sense when you have a club looking for finances playing in a league which is not pumped up. So it's a chicken and egg situation. I think we should see how we can revamp our sport from the federation side, so that it attracts value, and now the clubs now can tap into that what do you call it, goodwill, to get sponsors. But now it doesn't really, for me, I think even if a club struggles to get money, for what? What is there? What is the next step after getting sponsorship? To play social events? But now look at the scenario where we have a big league with a lot of publicity. The sponsors will say, hey, we can add value here, because the first thing we talk about, numbers don't lie. They'll ask you how many people are watching the sport. You know, so I think first and foremost, to me, and what I've seen outside there, is about the people who run the sport, putting the sport in a level where everybody wants to associate with that, which means the feeder clubs, the universities will have guys paying for just work with them. So we can't run away from this. We can't run away from it.
It's a two-way road. I like a word that Kagochi used, that it's an egg, a hen and an egg situation. And this is the sense. For me, I think I hold the view that these two parties, both the stakeholder and the person running the sport, or rather the institution running the sports, need to work together towards one goal. And I'll give a classic example of football. With all the quagmires that it has, Nick Mwenda has gone out, he's gotten a sponsor, okay? But even clubs at their own level have been able to get sponsors for themselves. So at what point is Kenyatta University, let's assume I'm the deep state here, okay?
Of course you are.
Which you are.
Of course you are.
We just verified.
That's a joke we've been having off air. So for those who may not understand,
You are the person who knows other people.
Let's assume I'm the deep state here. You are the clubs. Are we, and this I think is the discussion that needs to happen at the hockey level, are we able to, all of us sit, not to fight, not to fight, because I think 70% of the time has been fighting. Let's speak the truth. 70% has been fighting. But let's sit and say, as KU, for example, and as Butali, okay? Who are you approaching? How can we help you with what you have? How can we help Kenyatta University with what they have? I saw Techno at some point at the front of KU shirts.
Is it KU or
UN? I think it was UN. Yeah, I beg my apologies. But I mean, how can we get a different brand? On that jersey, okay? How can we? Where are you? Where do you have a problem? Do you need us to write a letter to that organization so that you're attached to it? I mean, it's because Simon, you and I have dealt with sponsorships before, and it's a pretty easy thing, But two things need to happen. You need to be very clean. Your hands need to be very clean. And when you come to the table, you have to come with both hands.
True.